I could not find where my vagina was. Hey everyone, so today I will be making a rather uncomfortable and maybe helpful video. Today I will be sharing you my story of my first time using a tampon. The reason why I'm making this video was because a couple weeks ago I was teaching my oldest sister how to use a tampon. So I was thinking, oh, maybe this video will be helpful for all you tampon virgins out there, or maybe it'll be funny for all you other tampon users out there too. Maybe you can relate with me. And because I just want to make this video super comfortable, I'm wearing this super cute giraffe onesie, which by the end of the video you have a chance to win. So here's a little bit of history between tampons and I. Despite having two older sisters and a mom, none of them has used a tampon before me. When I was a tween and when I started getting my period, I just used a pad because it was there and it's easy to use. No one really had to teach me, and I just stick with pads. You know, I've used maxi pads, the pads with wings, infinity pads, you know, you name it, I probably have used it. I dreaded using pads. I feel like I'm wearing a diaper walking around. And second of all, I don't know about you guys, but this is totally TMI, but after I take a number 2 and I wear a pad, my butt gets so itchy. I don't know why. I'm not allergic to pads, but this always happens to me and it's so freaking annoying. During class or something, my ass will get so itchy. I'm just like so tempted to scratch it. Even though I knew the existence of a tampon, I was always scared to use it because it's kind of like sticking something inside a hole where you've never even discovered before. I think it was my senior year, the fall of my senior year of high school, where my friend and I were syncing. We were both having our periods and I was complaining to her how I was using a pad, and she was like, use a tampon, you don't even feel it coming. And I was like, what do you mean you don't feel it coming? Like, whenever I use a pad, it's so freaking annoying and it gets so messy. And she started giving me all these benefits of using a tampon, and I was like, whoa. So in her handy dandy backpack, she gave me one of her super tampons, the ones that are super big and ginormous, and she was like, just try it out. And I was like, okay, cool. So on the weekend, I still remember it was a Saturday afternoon. I was home alone by myself. So I was like, great, this is my time to start using a tampon. Prior to that, I made some very educational research, aka Google, and I squat down and I had a mirror underneath. I was waving my bloody ass tampon like Harry Potter's wand. The problem was I could not find where my vagina was. By the way, this was before I took anatomy. I had no idea where like anything down there is. Little did I know, I was actually sticking the tampon on my labia, my clitoris, and near my butthole as well. It's just funny and it's ridiculous. So what I recommend is you don't have to take like a full-on anatomy course like what I did, but at the same time, know your genital area. It's 2017, you can Google some images. I still remember that scene. On my left hand, I had my phone. I was texting my friend SOS like, I cannot find where my vagina is. And on the other hand, I had a freaking bloody ass tampon in hand, and it looked like I just murdered someone. And I kid you not, one of my friends even drew me a picture of where my vagina is supposed to be. That was not helpful. I was like, I was so sore, I was so done. So I gave up. I gave up using my tampon and I just went back using a pad. But somehow, something inside of me just decided not to give up. And so I did a little bit of more research, aka Yahoo Answers. And this girl gave out one of the best tips I can give to you. The way you can locate your vagina opening is when you're showering. Take a mirror with you and locate where the blood is coming out. And that is where your opening is. And when I did it, I freaking found where my vagina opening was. And I was like, hallelujah! I found it. So what happened was I went back to Target and I bought a box of like light tampons, the one where it is super thin, unlike this super one. Let me show you how to quickly use a tampon. So when you're opening it, it's better to just open the packet like this. Pretend this is my vagina opening, okay? It's not, but pretend it is. Basically, you're going to stick this whole entire plastic portion inside of you. How I like to hold it is with my middle finger and my thumb, with leaving my index finger free. You're going to use your index finger and you're going to push it in there, like so. So this thing will be even further inside of you. And after that, you're free to pull this plastic applicator out and you will have this little thing inside of you for like a couple of hours, and this whole entire string will be outside of you, and when you're ready to change, you just pull it out like so. By the way, when you're inserting your tampon, you will not stick it perpendicularly like up like this. Your uterus is not located 90 degrees up like this. What I suggest is, if it's your first time, just kind of wiggle your way in through your vagina, and if it starts burning, don't worry. It happens to me too to this day. What that means is that you're putting it the wrong angles. And honestly, the angle really depends the position you're in. If you're sitting down in a toilet, it's different. If you're squatting down, it's different. If you're standing up, it's different. After, I would say 4 to 6 hours, it is time to remove your tampon. I've heard so many horror stories about girls leaving their tampon in for like a month, and I'm just like, how the hell do you even leave it on for a month? Like, I know what is up there. I feel like this video is turning into a tutorial, even though it's not really supposed to be a tutorial. Back to my story. So I got my first tampon in there, and I was so proud of myself. I felt like I climbed Mount Everest. It was time to remove it because I was going to bed. A little bit painful when you're first pulling it out, but eventually you'll just get used to it. So after that, I pulled out my tampon, and that was kind of it. That was my first time using a tampon. I feel like my story isn't as, you know, exciting as other girls' story, but maybe this video has some helpful tips. No matter if you're on team pad or team tampon, either one is good. Personally, I will always prefer tampons because it is just way easier to use. If it's like your first time using a tampon, don't be scared. I was in the same mindset as you. Whatever you're going through, I probably went through as well. Before I end this video, I just want to share this giveaway. Woohoo! The company has agreed to give out 5 different onesies to all my subscribers. You can either win this one or a unicorn one, and it is super easy to enter. All you have to do is be a subscriber to my channel, follow me on my Instagram, and then come back to this video and comment down below your Instagram username. And basically, I will contact you through Instagram's DM. Again, there will be 5 winners. It's open internationally, so no matter where you are, you will have a chance to win a onesie, a giraffe, or a unicorn onesie. I'll leave all the rules and details in the description box in case I forget anything. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you find it entertaining. I'll see you in my next video, y'all. And until next time, bye!